Italy, with its iconic boot shape, is not just a Mediterranean centerpiece, but also one of the world's most acclaimed tourist destinations. It boasts the highest number of UNESCO World Heritage Sites of any country, welcoming annually a number of tourists that far exceeds its own population. This small nation, vast in cultural and scenic offerings, showcases the irresistible beauty of its diverse locales. In this video, we will traverse Italy from north to south, exploring 20 places we deem the most beautiful and iconic. From the icy peaks of the Trentino Mountains to the turquoise waters of Sardinia, get ready for a burst of colors, stories, and traditions, as Italy has been captivating and inspiring global travelers for centuries. Let's begin with one of the most historically rich and interesting coastal areas in Italy, the Amalfi Coast. This southern Italian region, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is not only a natural spectacle, but also a reservoir of culture, history, and tradition. Nestled between the deep blue sea and majestic mountains, it features a mosaic of colorful villages and lemon terraces that snake along a winding coastline. The town of Amalfi, with its magnificent cathedral dedicated to St. Andrew, stands as a cornerstone of the area. Positano and Ravello, with their narrow alleys and sunlit squares, offer picturesque views and a chance to experience an atmosphere of a bygone era. We recommend exploring the coastal trails, such as the renowned Path of the Gods, which offers breathtaking views where the sky and sea meet in an eternal embrace. The local cuisine is also a key to understanding the soul of this region. Do not miss the traditional gnocchi and taste the limoncello, made from the most aromatic lemons of the area. Beyond these experiences, the Amalfi Coast provides numerous cultural and leisure opportunities, like the Paper Museum in Amalfi or the Ravello Festival held in the summer months. We continue our journey by discovering a second jewel of Italy, the Cinque Terre. Located in eastern Liguria, this area is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and comprises 5 villages: Monterosso al Mare, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, and Rio Maggiore. Each village has a distinct personality, with colorful houses that seem to defy gravity, clinging to steep cliffs. This region is a paradise for hiking enthusiasts, offering trails that wind along the coast and provide idyllic views of the Ligurian Sea. Spring and autumn are the best times to visit, thanks to mild weather, landscapes vibrant with color, and fewer tourists. You can travel on foot between the villages via the Blue Trail that skirts the rocky spurs, or you can take advantage of the regional train for an eco-friendly and swift mode of transportation. The cuisine of the Cinque Terre is a culinary treasure that reflects a deep connection with the sea and the land. Do not leave the area without trying trofie al pesto, a traditional dish, or without tasting a glass of chaquetra, a refined sweet wine typical of the region. Finally, during your visit, do not miss the opportunity to join guided tours that explore the vineyards and ancient terrace farming techniques, a fundamental cultural aspect of this territory. The third Italian place you must not miss is Tuscany and its Val d'Orcia. This valley, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is famous for its landscapes that have inspired countless artists and poets. Its gentle hills, dotted with cypresses and bathed in golden light, provide the backdrop for beautiful medieval villages like Pienza, Montalcino, or San Quirico d'Orcia. Pienza, the ideal city of the Renaissance, is a true architectural gem, envisioned and realized by Pope Pius II. Indeed, its stone streets lead to squares and palaces that seem to come straight out of a dream. Montalcino is equally enchanting, home to the renowned Brunello, one of the world's most appreciated wines. Enjoy a glass of this red nectar while admiring the view from the battlements of the medieval fortress. And what about San Quirico d'Orcia? With its Italian gardens and ancient churches, this village offers an authentic immersion into the true Tuscany of traditions and warm hospitality. The Val d'Orcia is also a paradise for gourmets. In addition to Brunello, you can delight in a plate of pici all'aglione, truffles, or Pienza pecorino, authentic flavors that narrate the deep bond between man and nature. Visiting Val d'Orcia means allowing yourself the time to live according to the slow rhythms of nature, rediscovering the pleasure of walking through fields and vineyards, stopping to admire a sunset that sets the sky aflame. Let yourselves be enchanted by one of the most romantic and serene regions of Italy, the Northern Lake District. Lakes Maggiore, Como, and Garda are nestled among mountains, offering unique landscapes that have seduced travelers through the ages. Lake Maggiore is a world unto itself, characterized by its Borromean islands, blooming gardens, and historic palaces. Isola Bella, with its Baroque palace and Italian gardens, rises from the waters like a precious stone. Stresa, on the other hand, the village overlooking the waters, is renowned for its elegant lakeside promenade and historic hotels reminiscent of the Belle Époque era. Lake Como, known for its refined atmosphere, presents a perfect blend of nature and elegance. Villages like Varenna, or Bellagio, dubbed the jewel of the lake, are famous for their stone streets and colorful gardens. The neoclassical villas, such as Villa Carlotta and Villa del Balbianello, feature lush gardens and spectacular views, ideal for a boat trip or a lakeside aperitif. Lake Garda, the largest of the Italian lakes, is a paradise for sports enthusiasts and outdoor lovers. Riva del Garda, on the northern shore of the lake, is famous for its sailing and windsurfing opportunities, thanks to the constant winds. Malcesine, another picturesque village, is known for its medieval castle and the cable car that leads to Montebaldo, offering breathtaking views over the lake. Whether you're looking for a romantic weekend or an active vacation, the northern Italian lakes are a perfect destination to visit. Now let's move to Venice, a city that needs no introduction. Venice is an architectural masterpiece suspended directly over the water, a labyrinth of canals and calle that hide new discoveries at every turn. From the Rialto Bridge to the majestic Bridge of Sighs, each bridge and each building tells a story of nobility and art. St. Mark's Square, with its Byzantine basilica, is an open-air theater where history blends with the daily lives of its residents and tourists from all over the world. Don't miss the opportunity to take a gondola ride, the most iconic and romantic way to discover the city. As you sway on the water, let yourself be enchanted by the reflections of ancient facades in the canals. Moreover, Venice is a crossroads of culinary cultures. Savor the cicchetti, authentic small bites of Venetian cuisine, accompanied by a glass of prosecco, the local sparkling wine. Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance, is the sixth place we have chosen. This city is a living museum, with masterpieces by artists like Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Botticelli. The Florence Cathedral, with its imposing dome by Brunelleschi, dominates the city's skyline and is a must-visit. No less stunning is the Ponte Vecchio, an ancient bridge adorned with jewelry shops that crosses the Arno with a time-defying pride. For art lovers, the Uffizi Gallery offers an unmatched collection of Renaissance works, while the nearby Palazzo Pitti displays treasures of art and regal history. As you wander through the streets of the historic center, let yourself be tempted by the many traditional artisan shops. Florence is also renowned for its Tuscan cuisine. Try a Florentine steak or a dish of ribollita to understand how even the food here is an art form. Continuing our journey, we could not overlook Rome, the Eternal City, where every stone and monument tells the story of an empire that shaped the world. Rome is not just the heart of Italy, but a stage where some of the most significant moments in human history have unfolded. We recommend exploring the Colosseum, the gigantic amphitheater that has witnessed gladiators and grand spectacles. Then, walk among the ruins of the Roman Forum, the nerve center of Roman public life. And do not forget to visit Vatican City, an independent country within Rome, home to the majestic St. Peter's Basilica and Michelangelo's frescoes in the Sistine Chapel. These sites are not only symbols of faith, but also sublime expressions of art and culture that transcend generations. Modern Roman life is also thrilling. Grab a coffee at one of the many historic cafes, or enjoy an evening stroll along the Tiber. Lastly, Roman cuisine, with dishes like carbonara or cacio e pepe, will offer you an authentic taste of local tradition. From the history of Rome, we now take you to the green heart of Italy, the Abruzzo, Lazio, and Molise National Park. This park is a biodiversity sanctuary, one of the last refuges for many protected species, such as the Marsican brown bear and the Apennine wolf. Here you can delve into wonderful landscapes made of mountains, forests, and river valleys, which provide refuge to a rich variety of flora and fauna. Activities here are plentiful: hiking, birdwatching, and even skiing during the winter months. The small villages within the park, like Pescasseroli and Civitella Alfedena, also offer a warm welcome to tourists with hospitality that reflects the peace and tranquility of the surrounding nature. Moreover, do not miss the opportunity to taste the local cuisine, based on fresh and simple ingredients, which reflect the pure essence of the mountains. We now continue our exploration of northern Italy, specifically with the Dolomites, one of the most spectacular and iconic mountain ranges in both Italy and Europe. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Dolomites offer unique landscapes and are a paradise for outdoor sports enthusiasts. In summer, the trails invite long hikes, climbing, and mountain biking, while in winter, the region transforms into a prestigious ski resort with slopes that attract skiers from around the world. Besides sports, we recommend visiting museums and cultural centers to immerse yourself in the fascinating alpine culture and to savor local dishes like canederli or apple strudel, which reflect both Austrian and Italian influences. Among the picturesque villages not to miss, Cortina d'Ampezzo, a gem of the Dolomites, famous as much for its ski slopes as for the elegant atmosphere of the town center. Equally charming is the village of Ortisei in Val Gardena, known for its wood sculpture art and the fascinating Latin traditions that continue to thrive in its streets. The Dolomites are a place where nature displays its full splendor, inviting anyone who visits to connect deeply with the environment. As our 10th location, we showcase Umbria, a region that seduces with its tranquility, natural beauty, and intact medieval villages. Far from the noise of mass tourism, Umbria offers an immersion into a more authentic and contemplative Italy. Assisi, the spiritual jewel of this region, is renowned worldwide as the city of St. Francis. Here, the Basilica of St. Francis, with its frescoes by Giotto and Cimabue, is a pilgrimage site and a center of art. Walking through its stone streets, you can truly feel the echo of a deep and spiritual history that permeates the city. Spoleto and Gubbio are other examples of Umbrian towns that preserve a rich historical and cultural heritage. Orvieto, moreover, stands majestic on a tough cliff, famous for its extraordinary cathedral and the cellars carved into the tuff. Umbria is also a land of excellent wines and rich cuisine. Truffles, olive oil, and legumes are just some of the local delights you can enjoy in this region, where every meal is an occasion to celebrate the products of the land. Venturing deep into the wonderful south, we now explore Sicily, an island that stands as a true crossroads of cultures, histories, and landscapes. Sicily bursts with colors, aromas, and flavors, offering everything from enchanting beaches to world-renowned archaeological sites. Palermo, the capital, is a mosaic of historical influences, with vibrant markets such as Vucciria and Ballarò, where past and present converge. Do not miss the Palatine Chapel, a masterpiece of Byzantine mosaics, or the Teatro Massimo, one of the largest opera houses in Europe. Sicilian villages, like Erice and Cefalù, provide a dive into history and traditions. Also noteworthy is Taormina, with its ancient Greek theater, offering spectacular views of Mount Etna and the Ionian Sea. Sicilian cuisine reflects the island's cultural richness, with dishes like arancini, caponata, and cannoli, delighting the palate and telling the story of an island still largely undiscovered. We must also visit Italy's other great island, Sardinia, with its most authentic expression being the Costa Smeralda, or Emerald Coast. This coastal strip is renowned worldwide for its crystal-clear waters, fine sandy beaches, and lush, pristine landscapes that attract celebrities and travelers seeking beauty and exclusivity. Portocervo is the vibrant heart of Costa Smeralda, a small village notable for its world-class marina and high-fashion boutiques facing chic squares. The architecture, while modern, reflects local traditions with a sophisticated use of natural shapes and materials, such as stone and wood. Not far from Portocervo, you will discover beaches like Capriccioli and Romazzino, where the sea assumes shades of blue so intense they seem surreal. Diving and snorkeling here are activities not to be missed, thanks to the richness of marine life and the clarity of the waters. Costa Smeralda also serves as an ideal starting point for exploring the Sardinian hinterland, with its many neuralgic villages and wild nature, offering a perfect balance between sea and mountain. Traveling to the Itria Valley in Puglia, we venture into a landscape dotted with trulli, ancient olive trees, and enchanted villages, reflecting a story of beauty and tradition. Alberobello, known for its distinctive trulli, is just the beginning of the exploration. These dry stone constructions, with their conical roofs, are not only a feast for the eyes, but also a testament to human ingenuity, designed to keep interiors cool during the scorching summer. But the Itria Valley is also home to other gems, such as Locorotondo, Ostuni, and Cisternino, each with its own unique charm. Locorotondo, with its name evoking the circular shape of the village, is famous for its lime-washed houses that shine under the Apulian sun. Narrow streets and flowered balconies invite leisurely walks, discovering rustic corners and panoramic views of the surrounding countryside. Ostuni, the White City, stands on a hill overlooking the Adriatic Sea, with its walls and houses painted white, contrasting with the intense blue of the sky and sea. Its medieval architecture and vibrant art scene definitely make it a must-visit destination. Cisternino, less known but equally charming, offers a slower pace of life, perfect for chatting in the square and enjoying an aperitif at one of its outdoor cafes. The Itria Valley is also famous for its rural landscapes, where fields of ancient olive trees stretch as far as the eye can see, dotted with dry stone walls and fortified farmhouses. This is the land of extra virgin olive oil, caciocavallo cheese, taralli, friselle, orecchiette, and dishes based on vegetables and legumes. Another city of art that undoubtedly deserves a visit is Siena, a city that encapsulates the essence of Italian medieval grace timelessly. It is known for its famous Palio, a horse race that takes place twice a year in Piazza del Campo, the vibrant heart of the city. The square is also renowned for its distinctive shell shape and for the imposing Palazzo Pubblico with the Torre del Mangia. Wandering through its narrow, winding streets, you'll discover splendid architecture like the Duomo, a masterpiece of Italian Gothic, rich with mosaics, sculptures, and artworks. The local cuisine offers delights such as pici, a thick, handmade pasta dressed with hearty sauces, and panforte, a dense, spiced cake that reflects the culinary richness of the region. Verona also deserves mention, a city that immediately evokes images of romantic balconies and ancient Shakespearean tragedies. Famous as the setting for the eternal love story between Romeo and Juliet, Verona offers much more than this literary myth. Venturing into its paved streets, you'll find yourself surrounded by magnificent Romanesque and Renaissance buildings. The Verona Arena, a well-preserved Roman amphitheater, still serves as the city's heartbeat, hosting opera performances and concerts that draw visitors from around the globe. Do not miss Juliet's house, where you can admire the famous balcony and leave a love letter, continuing the tradition of thousands of lovers. The city is also rich in history, evidenced by its impressive medieval gates, the Basilica of San Zeno Maggiore and Castelvecchio. Now, let's talk about the Calabria region, more precisely, the Tyrrhenian coast, a lesser-known but extraordinarily beautiful stretch of coastline. This coast offers golden sandy beaches and wild cliffs, where the clear sea rivals the blue of the sky. Here, we recommend visiting towns like Tropea and Scilla. Tropea is renowned for its white beaches and the ancient church of Santa Maria dell'Isola, built on a rock accessible only by a staircase carved into the stone. Further south, the small village of Scilla, with its Raffo Castle overlooking the sea, is shrouded in legends dating back to the times of the Odyssey, making every visit a dive into Greek mythology. The Calabrian hinterland, such as the Sila and Aspromonte areas, is perfect for nature enthusiasts, offering excellent opportunities for hiking, exploring rich biodiversity, and experiencing serene natural landscapes. Calabrian cuisine, with its generous use of chili pepper and fresh fish, invites you to taste intense flavors that narrate the story of a still wild and pristine territory. As our 17th place to visit, we include Naples, famous for its vibrancy, its history, and naturally for being the birthplace of pizza. Exploring Naples means diving into a mix of eras and styles. From the ancient ruins of Pompeii and Herculaneum, silent witnesses of a glorious past, to the bustle of the historic center, where life unfolds in narrow alleys and small squares. The true soul of Naples, however, is discovered at the table. The Neapolitan pizza, a UNESCO heritage, is just the start of a gastronomic journey, includes delights like ragu, sfogliatella, and coffee, served strong and quick as local tradition demands. Naples is also a city of contrasts, where the beauty of the promenade clashes with the popular quarters, each with its own identity and history. These contrasts make Naples a unique place, a city that never ceases to surprise and fascinate. Leaving Naples, we bring you to Piedmont, a region in northwest Italy, famous for the rolling hills of the Langhe, its prestigious wines, and rich culinary history. This area is a paradise for wine and food lovers, renowned worldwide for the white truffle of Alba and some of the best Italian wines like Barolo and Barbaresco. Visiting the Langhe, you'll encounter postcard landscapes, with extensive vineyards interspersed with castles and ancient villages. Among these, Alba stands out not only for its truffles, but also for its lively historical center. Barolo, on the other hand, offers not only exceptional wines, but also a fascinating wine museum located in the village castle. The region also offers diverse experiences, from wine tastings in historic cellars to walks and bike paths, like the Langhe cycling trail, which is a perfect way to enjoy the scenery and visit small villages like Neve and Monforte d'Alba, each with its own uniqueness and gastronomic offerings. Piedmont cities, like Turin, its capital, blend elegance and innovation. Turin, indeed, with its historic cafes, art museums, cinemas, and grand squares, offers a rich and varied urban culture. The city is also a hub for international events and festivals, reflecting its open and cosmopolitan spirit. Piedmontese cuisine, with dishes like cagnolotti del plin, brasato al barolo, and sweets like gianduiotti, is an expression of tradition and the quality of local ingredients. Let's now turn our attention back to Puglia, between its enchanting coasts, where the Gargano and Salento regions offer romantic landscapes and a rich, welcoming culture. These areas are famous for their golden beaches, some of the most beautiful waters in Italy, and small villages rich in history. The Gargano, with its Umbria forest and rugged coastlines, offers an immersion into wild nature. Vieste, one of the most beautiful villages, with its white beaches and sea caves, is a must-visit for those seeking a blend of sea and culture. Not far away, the Tremiti Islands captivate visitors with their tranquility and clear waters, ideal for snorkeling and diving. Further south, Salento is the land where the Adriatic Sea meets the Ionian Sea, creating a paradise of long sandy beaches, turquoise waters, and art cities like Lecce, famous for its sophisticated Baroque architecture. Concluding our journey through the wonders of Italy, we place the Marche region in the 20th position, with its landscapes and villages. This region stretches from the Adriatic coast to the gentle hills that lead up to the Apennines. This land is a mosaic of art cities, ancient villages, and characteristic landscapes. Among its gems, we must mention Urbino, a Renaissance jewel, famous as the birthplace of the painter Raphael and for its imposing ducal palace. Its historic center is a masterpiece of architecture, preserving its Renaissance urban structure intact. Not far away, Gradara is famous for its medieval castle, the setting of the tragic love story between Paolo and Francesca, as narrated by Dante Alighieri. Towards the coast, we find Ancona, the main port of the Marche, which combines ancient history with modern dynamism. Not far away, the coastal villages of Sirolo and Numana attract visitors with their hidden beaches and sea views. Sirolo is ideal for nature lovers and hikers, while Numana offers a tranquil atmosphere with its small harbor and fine gravel beaches,